Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Outer Worlds. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it chose to join me today.
Done.
As I steal a lot of stuff, and also I just loaded the game. Yeah, it's loading when I look that way. So, last episode we got into security, that's where we are. And, I'm just gonna take everything and then I'll disassemble stuff. I probably shouldn't be sneaking. I'm mostly certain they can't see me if they don't have line of sight. What is the weapon that I just got? Also, where are we going? Oh, we're not in restricted areas anymore. Hi! Oh. So that's what this was. This Mardet actually gets through and gets out of here. So that was something that oh. Absolutely. Hi, absolutely not stealing anything. While you were looking. OSI things and whatnot. Good stuff, good stuff. Interesting stuff over here. And then we did all this already. Good, good, good. Okay, moving on then, because we're on the Stormbreaker. That's not the name of this place. Is it the name of this place? Groundbreaker, right. Right. And, let's look. Let's see. So if I sort this by value per weight, we have our pistols over here. So, did we actually get anything? We have the flamethrower. Okay. Didn't we get like a... Did I destroy the machine gun that was special? I did, didn't I? The one that we got? Probably. Or sold it. Got shock cannons and all this sort of stuff. That's all very heavy weapons. Absolutely. It's probably what we got as well. I think this we can inspect. Look at that thing. That's pretty cool looking. We also have a toss ball stick, but that's totally fine. And over here we got ourselves 1, 2, 3. There it is. It is good. Extra defense skills. Right now I'm going with extra dialogue skills. And I think we're good. Let's move on and continue exploring.
Step lively, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
Why does he have to be a jerk? Does he really have to be a jerk? I can't fucking read French. That's his name. Mr. I can't. Well, actually, if you want to call him by his surname. Fucking read French, Mr. Fucking read French. Forever, that's gonna tinge my understanding of his character. Especially because I saw it twice, one of them off camera, on account of me having to replay things. I did not come back here, and I probably should. Is this where we fell off? I don't know. Oh, by the way, you can see that they don't have helmets. I went. It's in a weird place. It's not in DY. It's in gameplay. You can do that. Why is that gameplay? I mean, suppose it is sort of gameplay. UI is also gameplay. Who's with me?
Is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of...
Okay, Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark, it reads, has been truly wonderful these past 8 years. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long time of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. This is just the news. The news themselves are saying this. That's interesting.
Acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
That's bad.
Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Okay, that doesn't sound as bad. They're a little bit interesting, aren't they? I want is that Halcyon news? Or rather, is that corporate news? Well, I'll say corporate. I mean, Because it's still a corporation. The Groundbreaker is still a corporation. But is it board news? The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. As to comment on the upheaval, the Owners League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever. Tossball, win, repeat.
The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens.
Yeah.
This story brought to you by Halcyon News.
It's Halcyon News.
To broadcast.
All the news that's fit. I remember that saying. But I don't remember what game it was. I don't know. Anyway, we got a bunch of things that we can steal, but nothing that I am super interested in risking being seen because of purple berries. Okay. Can I talk to any of you? That's just stevedores. Why do we have aggroed people? Well, I think I know. Because of, it's a restricted area and they get aggroed. Not quite like that,
I had
but...
a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity.
You got your punch
Oh,
right here.
Right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Sounds about right.
Rizzo's mock apple.
And we are now getting into the Groundbreaker itself. Into the big city, now that we stole everything. Absolutely did not, Mr. Mardet. Did not steal anything. We got just some... Are you smoking? I think I saw some smoke. Just a bunch of stevedores. And freight crew. What do we have over here? Can I tell? It is the rest and go. That's... I suppose that's how it is.
Rent an upstairs room?
I suppose we can. Hi. Excuse me.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
It's not a terrible joke. The delivery needs work, though. I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
That is true. How's life on the Groundbreaker? Or, I say the Groundbreaker, but it's not. Groundbreaker is just the whole thing, so...
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Sublight, huh?
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
That's one way of putting it. How does the Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
I have seen a screenshot of that. The creepy fellow with the moon mask. I have seen a screenshot and I was like, what in the world? So, yeah. So we have a machine here that we can send or sell things to. We can vendor. It's a term, a very game-like term. What is... Why are you here? That doesn't bode well. People outside are going to start shooting. I'm feeling very Deus Ex right now.
You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
I won't take care of him. What are you talking about, Parvati? I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Was it my fault the captain decided to take off early? Was it my fault no one checked the crew manifest? Was it my fault they replaced me with a full-timer? Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as a crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. And that's just a squatter's journal. And they are not here. And because... Oh, this is not even stealing. I was gonna say, and because stealing has no consequence, I'll just take everything. It feels... It does... It's not very roleplay. But because it doesn't have any consequence, it's not really stealing. Well, it certainly isn't, because it wasn't marked as stealing. And I do hope the game doesn't, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, throw my stealing in my face. Now, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be afraid of dipping into here. In all likelihood, this could be oil. And if it is oil, it's not conductive. Well, not all oil is not conductive, but a lot of oil is not. But water tends not to be conductive in the way that we see in video games. Because of just impedance and, oh yeah, that's why it's red. Okay. Optional medical bay keycard is the way for us to get in there. Okay, this is interesting. So we got a bunch of things over here. We're not actually using our cloak for this bit, which is interesting. I wonder what the little 3 things are on the right side. You see those little 3 dots? I don't know what that's for. It's a good thing I didn't pick any locks. I suppose there's somebody in there. It's Mardettes. It's bad news. Let's not be here. We don't need to be here, but at least we know that...
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a leap.
Well, quantum physics sort of puts a huge wrench in that particular theory. It doesn't invalidate some of the conclusions that you might have regarding at least free will. If you assume, or if you understand, I guess, what he's saying. Although saying the mind is a consequence of that is sort of missing the forest for the trees a little bit. If you look close enough... we're going up there. Well, I'm not sprinting. Oh, I'm over encumbered.
Carry on.
Okay, I'll take care of my encumbrance soon. We got some spacers in here. And we have Gladys. Now let's look at what we have here to do with Gladys. Passage to anywhere. So, because we were... grounded? Is that the one? No. This is the main quest. Right, Gladys, of course, the market. Let's see, let's read it so that we are all on the same page. Phineas Wells wants you to contact Gladys, a black market fence located on the Groundbreaker, the only neutral station in Alcyon. She can sell you a navkey to Stellar Bay on Monarch. And I also need to talk to Udom Bedford because the ship has been impounded. So my question was whether she was the one that unimpounds my ship, or... Do you say unimpound, or do you say just pound? Anyway, she's gonna pound my ship. She's not. Hi.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
That sounds lovely. No, Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a navkey to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. you and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
I might be lacking in the bits. No one's ever found my bits lacking. Let's go with that.
You've certainly been blessed with an abundance of sass, haven't you? But it's your interstellar currency I'm interested in, not your nethers.
Good point. So what about this opportunity? 10,000 bits for... it's not too expensive. I think we can get that. I think we might even have that money. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about this, and I'm gonna do air quotes, apparently. Opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Oh, I got no qualms. Nope. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
I would like to learn about Auntie Cleo. Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Is that how you pronounce that? Oh, no, that's not corps. That's not the French word. That is an English word that is pronounced like the French word. That's corps, as in abbreviation for corporations. Right, gotcha. Which might actually be related to core. No, it isn't. I don't actually know what corps means. I think it just means body. You know, the one that's pronounced like this, or written like this, but it's pronounced like corps. I think that means body. Maybe it's some sort of automated message.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
Sounds like an opportunity, all right.
I appreciate a woman who knows one when she hears it. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Yeah, that's true. So we have Spacer's Choice, and we have Aunt Gladys? Yeah. So those are two corporations. Those are two distinct corporations, and are they both under the holdings of the board somehow? Because they could be fighting each other while being the same holdings. It just depends on, the board's will for, the rules of engagement, I guess. So you need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
You got me there. You can count me in.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
So what about other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
What do you mean? I don't know what forfend means. Huh. She does not trust her as much. Is that the takeaway from that? I'm not really sure. So I wanted to ask you something else.
do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You mentioned Groundbreaker's outside of the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
Yeah. How do you mean, though?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful.
Oh, it's because of them?
But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
That's interesting. I am looking forward to talking to Junlei. Okay.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
I need to remember if it's space to skip the lines. I think it is. So what's this about the heat?
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way.
Oh. How do you mean?
The board can't abide
It is space. Okay. Yeah. So what do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players.
Oh.
But that's more of a passion project.
I figure.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my seminary days.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
No, I definitely do not want to talk about his mop. Why'd the board recall Stellar Bay navkeys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Wouldn't be the first time. What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres.
That's but
old
in French.
Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Sounds fair enough. Are there still people down there? In the Monarch, I mean.
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Of course I level up when I get candy. Don't look at me, Max. You're getting none of it. You're getting all of it, Parvati. Let's see what we have. No, actually, let's level up first. So, that's the summary. And then we have all of our things over here. So we got determination. Let's see. The inhaler heals you and your companions, but they get 30%. So, that's probably... That's not going to matter too much. Are we going to hoard skills? I think I'm about to do that. No, not really. We have lockpicks over here. Yeah, that's probably... Well, we might hoard some of that. Pickpocket. Steal from humans while sneaking. Yes. Yes, I will do that. And then... I was already getting some of those. Okay, so I have 5 points left. We could go up on long guns, and I'm probably going to focus on long guns more than anything. Let's just apply these and come back for later. And passage to anywhere. Yeah, we're going to need to figure that other quest out. All in good time. Do you guys have anything to say, though?
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
It's a good point. And this is, of course, after what we did at the end of last episode, which is get the files that he was looking at. You hesitated there, though, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
That's what you said. Yeah, this all seems awfully convenient, though.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Either that or exclusion of possibilities and stuff. Sounds good, let's go.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, we haven't talked to Junlei yet. We will. Oh, we can pick this for free? That's kind of cool. Hi, you have a cool eye patch. You have a cool set of glasses. And I guess that's that. I'm gonna need to take care of my inventory, but let's explore a little bit further before I do that, because I can do that off camera. These are just here. I'm very glad to have them. What's that? A mechanical sentry. Toss ball cards and a lot of flies. Are those normal flies? They don't look very normal to me. They look pretty enormous. And off it goes. Ephraim Maywood. And this is their stuff. Hi. Do you have anything for me to read? Because sometimes I can read things and that's not stealing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along.
What?
Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
That's weird.
Now, see here, What was I doing again?
Huh.
Damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed. Oh, you can feed the sprats, sure enough. But then the neighbors start moaning about hygiene.
I think he's got short-term memory loss. I wonder if you're going to be able to tell me something about him.
Still getting acquainted?
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong if you stick to the promenade.
Or, I said promenade before. What kind of business have you and Gladys got running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business. What do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear?
Oh.
Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
I get it. I get it. That's definitely not. I'm not taking his stuff. Oh my god, I am definitely taking his stuff. Would you kindly not? Requires rest and go keycard to unlock. Really now? I'm taking all of this stuff. Because this doesn't require the keycard. Actually, because these do. I might be able to get the keycard because now I'm good at the thieving. Well, the pickpocketing. Shh.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
For the following story, okay. Oh, we have 40...
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
I don't know what this means.
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first.
I think that's the skill required to get his thing, which means I have 40 skill,
Unfair advantage.
and he requires only 2. Okay, if you guys don't mind. What do we have? Plasma rifle, some good stuff, a lot of upgrades, and a lot of money as well. Very much a fan of that. Oh. There's limited amounts. What? Also, the name of that drink is worrying. Hi, you're here now. There's limited amounts of their keys. Wow, that's weird. It's an interesting mechanic. That's where the sound was coming from. So you can do this as many times as you want? Shut up. What the heck was that sound? Medium-sized award, typical of the kind given out to annual company achievement banquets galaxy-wide. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm ever gonna get another key, but we can explore. Maybe we can get other keys from other people. Like this guy over here. Yeah, these are easy to pick. Or to, you know, I just saw him go red in the minimap.
That maniac on Monarch's still screaming into the comms void. Getting real sick of it.
So they're talking about that, but we haven't heard it. They're talking about it as if it was very
Hey!
common knowledge.
What do you think
I'm sorry, I was just leaving.
you're doing? Just be careful next time.
Absolutely, I will. Absolutely, I will. I don't think I will be able to get more. I didn't even. Where's the character? Yeah, reputation. So I have 2% now, most likely here. No, I only have 1%. I think. Spacer Choice doesn't like me too much. Must be because I destroyed part of their things. Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with losing a little bit of reputation. Let's look at what. Well, let's see if the computer is actually not mine to see pay-to-view movies. Pay-to-view is restricted to diamond-level guests, but feel free to peruse our catalog. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. There are currently 0 cartridges in stock. My big canid friend. A lab-grown giant canid goes on an adorable rampage, leading a family of scientists on a wild chase across Emerald Vale. Spending the holiday away from home proves to be a chore, but the family soon realizes that true friends are the monsters you meet along the way. Rated FSR 11 for fun, simulated rampage, and body count 11. Oh, okay. Nanospank 7. Primal affections, that's what that other thing was. Synopsis: raised by wilderness primals. One man will leave the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Keystone. He came for Nanospank, but he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive collar this creature? Collar as in, yeah, put a collar on this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? That does sound a little bit like things. Let's hack this thing and see what we have over here. From Veritas, actually. Veritas? No, Veritas. I don't know. One of UB's or UB's squillers came asking for you. This is to Iceman here. Wanted to know what you like to drink, who you talk to, what are your temperaments like, tried to pay me off. I took the bits and told her a pack of lies. Watch your back when you get in. Don't want to find you in the waste disposal chute. Yeah, that sounds like a drug situation there. And again, to Iceman over here, space for the ISCC. Been a while since I heard from you. You're on that long haul out to Dashkova right now. Hope it goes well. I got a space for you and yours to meet when you get back. It's just a storage room, but it's quiet and safer than the bar. Should be able to accommodate most of your folks. No fees or nothing. Just let me buy you a beer. And then Rizzo over here. This is from Rizzo. PR to McRed. McRed. Mr. McRed, we have reviewed your proposal for the 10th time and still do not agree that, quote, galactic mushroom, unquote, is an acceptable flavor for a Rizzo beverage. Even if we were to pursue the idea, the samples you sent us were dangerously hallucinogenic. The unopened pack... I foresee us finding some of these, or maybe already having some of these. The unopened package alone caused mayhem in our receiving bay. Please don't reach out to us again. I don't think that's this guy.
This place has a smell, right?
And also cereals over here. We can see about baking with Edna. In this time-honored culinary classic, Chef Edna gives valuable lessons while she cooks from the book of approved cakes. Space Hospital. If the walls of Orbital Hospital could talk, they'd shriek with terror. These doctors have seen it all. Zero-G cyst lacing, extraterrestrial teratoma. Next, on a very special episode, in order to trap a cam thief, Dr. Margrave must become a serial arsonist. And also we have Broderick's Brood, an original colony family daydreams of the extraordinary. While Lucia works in the factory canning processed borscht, her ham-handed husband cooks up schemes to land her a big promotion. That sounds lovely. And that's not the key to get out of here. Ah well, good times, and out of times. So we are going to need to say goodbye for right now because I'm Colonel RPG and this has been The Outer Worlds. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.